Hello, this is the second part of my creation project, and my restaurant is By the Way Cafe. The slogan is Eat Like Your Life Depends on It because it does. So, to sum up what was in the first part and sum up the um, restaurant in general, it's a wellness cafe and bakery. So, things like coffees, teas, juices, smoothies, and of course, baked goods are served here. And all of them have some kind of adaptogen or superfood included in them, which gives them a healthy benefit. So, to go over what adaptogens are, they're any kind of substance said to improve the body's response to stress, and they're found in herbs and roots of plants. So they're all plant based as well as superfoods. They're utilized to increase wellness and specifically things that they can do. These are a few things, and it's definitely not the extent of them, but they can reduce fatigue, boost immune system defense, balance hormones, and fight symptoms caused by elevated cortisol levels. So, things that are caused by elevated cortisol levels are things like anxiety, depression, high blood pressure, and insulin resistance. And by no means are they said to cure anything, but they are supposed to help because that is a stress response. And the way that these are integrated into the baked goods and coffees, they are just made with different kinds of ingredients depending on what the person wants specifically or what is being served that day. So this is a menu sample, and the format got messed up a little bit, so I'll just make sure to say which is which. The coffees and teas are the first one. Any of these could be coffees or teas, just depending on whether they have espresso in them or not. That would make them a latte. If they don't, it would be a tea. So the first one is cacao hazelnut reishi. Cacao hazelnut and reishi. Reishi is it's a mushroom. It's an adaptogen. The second is vanilla, orange, and ashwagandha. That's a root. The third is cinnamon, maple, and um, shilajit. That's also a root, I'm pretty sure. Matcha, maca, and moringa. And the price difference between teas and lattes is that um, obviously the tea doesn't have coffee in that, so that would be less money than the latte than the one with the espresso. The second category is smoothies and juices. The first one is blueberry, goji berry, and sea buckthorn. Sea buckthorn is from a berry, so that's a berry-based smoothie or juice. The second is carrot, turmeric, lemon, and ginger. Um, Ginger's a root, turmeric is also a root, and they have very good anti-swelling and inflammation properties. That's the word I was looking for, inflammation. The third is pineapple, ginger, kale, and MCT oil. The third is green apple, kale, and maca. Maca is also a root, and the price difference between those, since a smoothie takes a little bit more ingredients, it would be a little bit more. So, if you're familiar with juices or not, when you juice something, a lot of the pulp is left over, and this would be used to make different kind of baked goods. So now baked goods. The first one is more of a savory typed. It's holy basil, tomato, and cashew cheese, and that would be a cornmeal muffin. The second is apple, cinnamon, and maca bread. The third is walnut flax chaga, banana flax chaga, and walnut muffin. And the fourth is a chai spice cookie. So these are different baked goods that have different kind of adaptogens in them. Now, since all of these have adaptogens, there would be a statement on the back that kind of goes over the fact that the FDA doesn't back any kind of claims made by adaptogens. It's kind of like a sports supplement. They're under the category of dietary supplements. So the FDA doesn't say like we're regulating this, we're saying that it works like it says it does, but just to make sure that all of the customers are in agreement and they understand. But they are also encouraged to talk to the people that work there because obviously they would know what they're talking about. So, our resource conservation strategy. First of all, since there aren't any foods that aren't plant based, there would be a smaller ecological footprint because animal projects animal products have a larger ecological footprint. Reusable dishware would also be implemented. So everything would be served on a for here plate with for here utensils that we can collect and wash again so that waste will be reduced unless it's specified that they want it to go. If they want it to go, compostable products will be utilized and there will also be on-site compost. If they wanna bring it back, they can do that. If there's any leftover food on their plates when they're eating in, they can also compost that. Now, juice and smoothies would be the exception because it's kind of impossible to get, something like that or, like, liquids in general and compostable stuff that's gonna, not fall apart, basically. So, those would probably go in glass or plastic if all necessary. So to try to get people to bring that glass back in so that we can reuse it or at least recycle it, a 20% coupon will be given when 5 glass bottles return to the store. And then lastly, fair trade ingredients will be used. So as we'd be committed to fair trade certified products that ensure that the farmers are committed to environmental responsibility. So we aren't directly making that conservation, but we would be responsible by doing that. And yes, that is all. Thank you.